Hey, yo, what's up, YouTube, man? It's your boy Ashton Jackson, and in today's video, I'm going to be talking about the moves that the Dallas Cowboys did make. They didn't sign three people. They moved CD to the reserve, did not report list. They moved Sam Williams to IR after his torn ACL, and they waived linebacker slash defensive end Byron Vaughns. I'm going to be talking about how those guys play into a role for our upcoming scrimmage on Thursday against the LA Rams, and then August 11th. We play against the Las Vegas Raiders for our first official preseason game. We're going to be talking about training camp today and how that went. A lot of guys like Jalen Cropper stepped up. Mazi Smith was shown. Jalen Torber kept doing his thing. Dak Prescott was delivering dimes. Hunter Lepke was getting involved. And have a little bit of struggles, but if they're going to roll with him at the starting center, there's going to be some issues. But I'm going to talk about all that and more after the intro. So before we hop into the video, I appreciate if you guys would like the video, subscribe if you're new, comment and share my video with anyone who you think will enjoy my content. So yeah, I'm going to be talking about the Dallas Cowboys. They signed linebacker Darius Harris from the Kansas City Chiefs. Then they signed linebacker Nick Vigil from the Cincinnati Bengals, and then the defensive tackle Albert Huggins. Again, I view a lot of these guys just to be camp bodies, to be all honesty, just for them to have some bodies in there when we go up against the Rams, to give them more looks for certain guys that they want to show out, and a lot of guys, the second, third team. I think that's what Darius Harris, Albert Huggins, and Nick Vigil is going to be. Again, I know the scrimmage is in like 2 days, so I don't think they're going to be participating in that. But I think what they're more than likely preparing themselves for is for this preseason game that we do coming up on the 11th, which is right around the corner. We have 5 days until then, until we have the Las Vegas Raiders on our schedule. But other than that, I don't see much else to become of it. I think Albert Huggins is a one technique type of a defensive tackle. So again, adding more to that room. I won't be surprised if the Dallas Cowboys sign an actual name that can help us win, like a Linval Joseph, or maybe a guy like Al Woods or Lawrence Guy. They did move CD Lamb to the reserve, did not report list. We already knew he's holding out of camp, waiting for a new contract. We know that Sam Williams tore his ACL about 2 weeks ago, 2.5 weeks ago. We knew that he tore his ACL, so they put him on the IR list, and then they waived rookie linebacker slash defensive end Byron Vaughns. Not a whole lot of signature moves, but a lot of moves that a lot of people need to keep tabs on, because when they're seeing certain guys like Harris, defensive tackle Albert Huggins, or linebacker Nick Vigil, and they see them making plays against the Raiders, a lot of guys should, a lot of people should not really be too, like, oh, who's that person, who's that player, things of that nature today, right? So now we're going to be talking about training camp today. Jalen Cropper again showing out today. He caught 2 touchdowns today. He caught a big gain across the field today on a crossing route, a slant route, versus Jordan Lewis that got a big yardage. He caught a touchdown, and in a mojo moment, which is very big for the offense and just for the team overall, he caught another touchdown in the back left pylon that I'm showing you guys throughout these clips. There was a clip of Micah Parsons again, finally showing what he could be, and how he was underutilized last year compared to what he's possibly going to be looking like this year, when we're having him move around the formation, have him over centers and guards, those slower type of offensive line, which is the interior offensive line. They're not really going to be able to get a gauge on Micah. And then in game, when you have Micah playing 7-8 yards off the ball, when he's playing that second level at linebacker, and then you see him running down and getting to your quarterback, because at first you can't really account for Michael Parsons. You always have to account for Michael Parsons, but if Michael Parsons is playing at the second level and you already have a 4-down defensive lineman, you're not really going to account for a guy like Micah. But again, you always have to when you have a top playmaker like Micah. You always got to keep eyes on him. Brock Hoffman versus Mazi. Brock Hoffman is going to have that struggle versus very powerful defensive tackles, and that sucks because week one you're going to have Dalvin Tomlinson for the Browns, and you're going to have a bunch of one techs that you have to deal with already within the division alone. You got Dexter Lawrence, you got the dudes out there for Philly, Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. Then you got the other defensive tackles, Deron Payne and Jonathan Allen for the Washington Commanders. So you already have a bunch of savvy defensive tackles that you're going to have to face already alone in your division. And then you still have to account for everyone else that you see out of your division, like Javon Hargrave with the Niners, Aleem McNeil, DJ Reader for the Lions. And then you saw the defensive tackles for the Saints. You got the defensive tackles like Justin Madubuike for the Baltimore Ravens. And then you have so much competition at that defensive tackle spot. It's going to be very tough for Brock Hoffman if he's a liability come pass protection time. That is why Cooper Beebe needs to get snaps down. And I think I'll be able to live with those with a few bad snaps. Like Tyler Biage had bad snaps as well. There was never really a time when, um, there was a few times when you think about it. Tyler Biage's career, we had a couple of low snaps that rolled to Dak Prescott's feet before we had to pick it up, and there was times in crucial situations that he've done it. So we'll be fine if we have to go through the growing pains of a guy like not Brock Hoffman, Cooper Beebe, especially if Cooper Beebe will be the powerful dude, more powerful dude, and pass protection. He'll be able to anchor down and then move guys in the run game. I think we'll be fine if we put BB there, but I understand that our offensive line coach Mike Solari is very old school, so he wants the veterans and people that's been around a lot longer to start versus the rookies, which to me doesn't really make any sense. Again, Jalen Cropper was doing his thing versus Nashawn Wright. I can't not talk about enough of Jalen Cropper that he keeps doing his thing. Um, Mike is having one of the best camps of his Dallas Cowboy career. He's putting himself together a really good camp. So is Dak Prescott. That is kind of crucial, but again, we all know what we dictate these players off of. When the lights get bright, this is where we dictate our players, and this is where we critique them and everything of that nature. So, and then one thing that I'm going to talk about is also Kyle Yeoman's notes today from practice. I think he said that Mike McCarthy ramped up the intensity today. Goal line, red zone, short yardage reps. Most of the day, you did see that with the reps that I was showing and the clips that I was showing. They were working on those today. I did see Zeke get a lot of touches today. Hunter Lepke got a lot involved in our passing game, which I believe we should, especially when he was such an athlete at North Dakota State and he was basically their entire offense. So I think involving him will be really great. The defensive line showed improvement. Good day from Mazi, Osa, and Golson. Brock Hoffman had his roughest day yet. Thought BB had his best. So again, I think that if Brock Hoffman, if your center keeps having those bad days, and then guys like BB keep stepping up, BB will eventually take over that center one spot, and it will be a problem for a guy like Brock Hoffman. Jalen Cropper had a really solid day today. Again, that's definitely somebody that I believe that will take the game day roster and that will catch some Cowboy fans by surprise. Again, especially like what I talked about with Jalen Cropper, he just needs to show it in preseason with Trey Lance and Cooper Rush. If he shows what he's showing with Dak with those other two quarterbacks, he looks good in preseason. Then for sure, Jalen Cropper will make the roster and will make the game day 46 and will be that wide receiver that the Dallas Cowboys do need. And that's pretty much it from practice. It was a really solid day today. There was a lot of good showing from Mazi, your defensive tackle. Jalen Cropper, Dak Prescott looks sharp today as always. Jalen Torber's looking nice as well. Trayvon Diggs was in the action today, breaking up on some passes against Jalen Tolbert. David Durden looked good as well today. Racy McMath looked good. So there's a bunch of our receivers are looking good as well as our corners. I like the intensity that we are bringing in practice and everything of that nature, man. So that's about it for the video. Hope you guys have a nice day. Stay safe, stay blessed. Bye.